feel it burn. 99, 100, 101. Oh, hey. Hey, YouTube. Hold on. Let me put this down. Oh. Whew. Man. Whew. We were getting ready to do our cam, so we figured since we're going to pump the car up with it, maybe we'd pump ourselves up with it too. So, guys got to witness that. I'm sure that made your day a whole lot better. Gives you something to strive for. So, anyway, this is what we're doing. We're putting our cam in. We're fixing to muscle the Trojan horse up. In actuality, we're going to find out exactly how restrictive that intake and that exhaust is once we put a cam in. And it's going to breathe a little bit, or so we think, because it is a mystery cam. It's actually a magic wand. So we're going to use some magic that is a mystery to me, and we'll see how that works out. So go get your tools. Come on, we ain't got all day. Go. Let's get ready to put that camshaft in. Time to make some big power. Big power. On the level of a B cam. Everyone that heard the car, they said, oh damn. They said, that sounds like a big old cam. I looked them in the eye and said, yes sirree. That's just about enough cam for me. Then one man, he said, what's the lift? I said, let me tell you, brother, it's pretty stiff. It's got 490 and 500. Excuse me, YouTubers. I don't mean to get in your way. I'm not going to worry about marking the distributor, obviously, because we're going to be rotating it around. You know, we're putting a new cam in, or you know, a different cam. Get everything unplugged up here, and pull the lower, pull the valve covers, pull the timer cover, and then we'll start getting it done. Get it done. Oh gosh, I wonder how redneck that sounds. Oh. Good mount. Mount editing that goes into an episode of Mighty Car Mods or freaking Roadkill or something. Oh my god, can't imagine. I can't imagine. Can't imagine, guys. See, when everyone's hooting and hollering, oh, you can't adjust the rockers. Yeah. Turn them with your finger. Turn them with your finger. Turn them with your finger. good in the hood, man. Turn it with your finger. That one's got some tension. Turn it with your finger. Turn it with your finger. Turn it with your finger. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. No need to overcomplicate it, guys. Guess that's the nature of the beast, though. Sometimes people don't, they don't want to believe it really just is that simple. Sometimes it is. It's not super complicated. Do you want to be in a YouTube video? Why not? You could be famous. You could be my assistant. A lot like you know, Finnegan and Freiburger, like Roadkill, Street Outlaws. I'll be Big Chief, and you're Sean. You're actually, in all honesty, you're probably more like Kentucky because he's real quiet, doesn't ever say anything. No, Monkey. You'd be a good Monkey. Because he don't, well, Monkey's pretty smart, so they do a pretty good job with that car. So don't discredit them. Or you know, Mighty Car Mods, I would definitely be Moog because he's the more vocal. You would definitely be Martin Motti. So and there we go. We're just getting this. Could have it done tonight if I really wanted to, but I don't really want to. Okay. By the time you get, that's Jack's tire he drinks water out of. Hey, I put some water in an old bowl over here, and he went right over there and started drinking it. That cat ain't got a lick of sense. He's a mountain man. Get these rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep them doggies moving. If they're disapproving, rawhide. Anybody that's under the age of, well, my age, have no idea what I'm talking about. Rawhide, man. Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood. Western TV show. We are really just kind of burning right through this little project. There we go. It takes off. Rockers off, push rods out, lifters out, spiders out, dog bone, blah 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 blah. Now we got to do is we got to take the serpentine belt off, and then we got to pull take the racer cranker pulley off, and then we got to pull the balancer, and we'll probably pull a few bolts out of the oil pan and kind of give it a little tweak so we can get the timing cover off, especially when we put it back on, so we can get the seal in the oil pan. And you know, we'll get that off. Then we'll knock our timing chain off, and then we'll pull this factory super secret racy drag pack bump stick out, otherwise known as the HO roller cam. And then we're going to truly put in our mystery cam. We really don't know what that thing is. We just know it's 4,9,500 lift. And we're going to slide her in. Are we going to use a degree wheel? Absolutely not. We don't need that crap. We'll line it up dot to dot, and we will let her rip, tater chip, as Richard Rawlings is so fond of saying. So yeah, and we'll just put her in straight up dot to dot, which is about probably how 96% of the people that mess with these cars do it. There's the 4% that actually use a degree wheel, but we're not going to use it. We're just going to slide her in. We're going to dot to dot. And we going to pick our timing chain up from our local AutoZone tomorrow afternoon. We already got our timing cover gasket and stuff, so we gotta, once we get that, we'll change the seal too, even though it doesn't leak or anything. I might leave it alone. I might just leave that alone, honestly, instead of messing with it. Who knows? We'll see when we get it out. See how we feel. See what we feel like doing. Anyway, I guess that for tonight. I guess we're gonna call that a wrap-a-roni, and we'll get back on this thing tomorrow. Let's pull it back. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. There we go. Man, that baby was on there. Which looks suspiciously like the 7/16. Thought I was losing it for a minute there. Okay, let's go get us a bolt. Slide that bad boy out. You want to try and be as careful as possible pulling these out so that you don't bang up the cam bearings. Sometimes it's a little tricky, but you just want to try and do the best job that you can. Oh, there we go. Well, here goes our mighty rollers out. All right, sliding her in. You want to put a little, if you want to, I always do, put a little sauce on the bearing journals. You can put a little bit on the lobes. It's not a big deal, really. Already did the other lobes. Easy. Easy. Man, this one's a little wiggly. I mean, they normally slide in just a little easier. There we go. It will all be worth it. It'll all be worth it once that first time slip pops out. Well, in theory, of course. Now, I'm sure there's a factory torque spec somewhere, but there, I just skimmed a little heave ho there. All right, and now it's time for the timing chain. See that? Look at those. I never run out of puns, guys. Unfortunately for you, I never do. So let me get that out of the box. actually slid together pretty easy. It's kind of scary. Don't ask me why I'm putting this slinger back on. I normally throw that in the garbage. But I don't know. Maybe I'm feeling nostalgic. Don't ask me why I'm using a wrench either. Wow. Welcome to the incompetency show. Yep, that's good to go, homies. Let's go ahead and do this. We already pretty much did this, but we're trying to set a good example, I guess. I'm sure there's somebody watching this going, you are not setting a good example, especially for a film student, because you don't have the camera pointed the right way. Because you're a moron. There we go. Now we're doing something. Now we're cooking with gas. Now, probably in all honesty, you should probably check your lifters a little bit. Make sure everything's copacetic with them. But since we are using magic, we're not going to worry about it. These are the kind of things that totally upset my friends a little bit sometimes, I think, that I just kind of wing it a little bit. They're not really like that. Mad Porter, Pirate, a little bit more careful, and you know, that's a good thing. It's just kind of silly that my stuff runs from time to time. All right, you guys don't go anywhere. I'll be right back with some stuff. This is something you probably don't want to do, is just have things sitting precariously like this. Also, make sure that the dog bones are labeled up and down. Sure everybody knows that, but make sure that you install them correctly. You don't want a lifter. I've actually had that happen. Well, to be honest, I don't know really what happened. All I know is that a dog bone broke somehow and a lifter turned. This was after the car had been running for quite some time, so it wasn't like I fired it up and it happened. It had been, you know, running. I'd been driving it and stuff. So I want to be careful with some of these things. You don't want to be too cavalier about it, like myself. Like I say, sometimes I'm a little too cavalier for my own good. Yes, I probably should have got an extension real quick while I was standing right there. It's ABC. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Hey guys, tube of you, what's happening? Yeah, I got my eyes on. we got a few things in the mail here. We are working on our camshaft swap, but we got a few parts in the mail, so let's look at them real quick. They're probably something that's not very exciting. Oh wow, look. We got some AN fittings. These are for our fuel pressure gauge, which we'll be hooking up. This is to go with the other piece that we got out of the Schrader valve, and this will go into the gauge. We are waiting on our hose to come in. We got some push lock. What else have we got here? Let's see. I know what this is, but actually I know what all of it is because I ordered it, so isn't that special? This right here, again, this stuff's not super exciting, but these are the things that people don't want to buy, or you buy them, you're like, oh, I can't believe I spent that money on that. These are our billet 3/4 keys. If you watch the T5 video, which I know not many people did, earlier in when we're one of the earlier videos I made for the LTD, these keys, let me find one real quick. Thought I had, oh, here we go. This is what your standard key looks like. If that shows up good on the, that's what it looks like. It's hollow, it's just a press, nothing. They want to bend and split right in here. Those are garbage. These are a billet. Those things aren't going anywhere. These things break all the time. Power shifting. It's typically always the 3/4 ones. So we got those in the mail. We also got, this is our cluster support plate, and comes with bolts. Well, in actuality, this was supposed to come with some shims, but it did not. So that is a little bit disappointing. Not a, I swear it came with shims. I have to go back and look at that, but I didn't get any shims with it. Not a big deal because I've got a ton of them, but still, that's how you don't have a ton. Okay, let's get going. We got to get out and work on a car. The other thing that we got, and this is not going to be any fun to do because I hate doing these, but I've done my fair share of them. Yay! Torque box, reinforcement kit, upper and lower. All right, I can hardly wait. Ugh. All right, well, there you have it, guys. We got yet another shipment of boring parts. Torque box kit, cluster support, 3/4 billet keys, and some fittings. Yay, awesome. All right, we gotta get to work. We gotta get that, we gotta finish buttoning up the camshaft. Woo, let's go. Let's go, come on. Sorry, fellas. I got a little caught up in the moment of putting it together, and I forgot about you guys. That's what happens. Get kind of distracted by what I'm doing. Now, I'm just snugging them down, and on Roadkill, they actually just did a thing where they're putting a 302 in their Rotson. If you don't know about Roadkill, I'm not sure where you've been living, but one of their project cars is called the Rotson. They've had a 4.3 Chevy in it, which they have blown up a multitude of times. And now they're putting a, well, they have put a 302 in it. Anyway, they did a thing on intake manifold installation tips, and in all honesty, the only thing I've messed with is Fords, pretty much. I mean, I've had a few Chevys, I know, and I've had some Mopars, and I've had some Pontiacs. I was a big man. I grew up. I was a kid when Smokey the Bandit come out. How can you not want a Trans Am or General Lee? Anyway, but his thing was about intake manifold bolts go in at an angle on Chevrolets and stuff, and on Fords they go in straight up and down. And he says he doesn't really follow any of the guidelines as far as a torque sequence. He just keeps going around and around and around and around and around and around until it's done. So I thought that was a little crazy. All right, I gotta go get my torque wrench. I got it out, but I didn't bring it out here. So I'll be right back. All right, we are back, and we are fixing to torque our manifold down. Now I always, unlike Freiburger, I do go through, this is one of the things where when the wobble the wobble extensions, they do kind of suck. So when I do it, I do 15, 20, and then, you know, 23, 24, right in that area. This is our 20. And then I will go around a few times over the pattern. I don't just do it once. In actuality, you really should go over it again after it's warmed up, and we will probably do that because we're going to swap on our upper. Okay, we're going to swap on our ported upper after this. I'm trying to get done so we can let these let the RTV set a little bit. We didn't change our intake gaskets, I swear. I'm like the worst example ever. Please don't do what I'm doing. ASC guys, again, I'm sure they're having a heart attack. Alright, see, now we're running through them for a second time. Yeah, ASC guys are like, yeah, please don't do anything he's telling you to do, or anything that he's doing. I'm not telling anybody to do anything. As a matter of fact, I'm telling you guys to not do it. Hey guys, there's like 20 kids over at the park over there screaming and yelling, so this filming might be a little weird. Last night we did a few things. It was getting dark, and we just we stuck the radiator in. We got the valve covers on. We got everything plugged in. We just got to tighten up the radiator hoses. We need to bump it around so we can put the dizzy in and bolt the upper intake on and stuff, and I think we're ready to test fire it. So, I mean, I'm not going to film all that. It's a pain going through all that stuff, editing it. So, anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish bolting the radiator in. We're doing that. We're going to wire it up real quick, and then we're going to bump it around. We're going to drop the dizzy in, and then we're going to put the upper intake on, and then we're going to test fire it. So we'll be back in a few minutes. All right, guys, we got it running. We got it running. We got it fired up. We had to drop the distributor, and you know, it also helps when you got the mass air plugged in. Oh, I'm so smart. Too far from my own good sometimes. Anyway, let me move you guys around to the back. Yeah, exhaust leak, man. We're gonna take care of that anyway, though. So that's what it sounds like with the mystery cam. Let me rev it one time. So it's got a little bump to it, but we don't know how well. We don't care about the bump. All we care about is the time slip. So anyway, I got to set the timing, put some more water in it, things like that. So we'll be back in just a few minutes. Hey guys, what's up? It's a quick public service announcement. A buddy of mine came by here, or a guy I know, came by the house, and as we finished up our camshaft installation, and we didn't get to go for a test drive. So we just have to go straight into the what will it run segment or whatever, and let's do that right now. Oh, I've called the YouTubers. Did you hear the call? The Horn of Gondor? Oh, hey, you did hear it. There you are. Look at you guys. All right, I like it. Okay, this is everyone's favorite segment, I guess, or not. Anyway, what will it run? We completed our camshaft swap, got the car fired up. You know, still gonna have the stock Explorer intake, 65 throttle body, 73 mass air. Still gonna have the shorties. The only thing we've changed from our previous trip is the camshaft, the mystery magic wand. We don't really know what it is. So we had previously run a 754 at 89, mid 89s, high 89 on a couple passes. So what's going to run with just the camshaft change? The weather's going to be a little humid. Shouldn't be horribly hot, and it's going to be a night session. So which will be first this year for us. We've also are going to be running our different set of slicks, our Mickey Thompson stiff walls, 26 by 10s. Our old ET drags finally just gave up the ghost. One of them's got a puncture in it somewhere. We hadn't even looked at it, honestly. So we're going straight to the stiff walls. We only ran those one time on Krusty, and we were kind of, you know, we liked them, but hadn't made enough passes on to really see what we liked. So what's it going to run? I don't think it's going to be much faster, just because of now maybe the exhaust will be a restriction in the intake. We are going to take our ported upper. I talked to the Mad Porter. He didn't take any runner length out of it. He just cut it open and poured it on the inside some. So, you know, while it looks kind of fancy, we don't know how effective it really is. But we're going to maybe try and put that on after we made a few hits to see if it improves any. And at that point, we'll try our 76 CNL on it. It'll have a 75 throttle body, and, you know, we'll see what we've got. So, are we going to run any faster? Are we going to run the same? Is it, you know, what are we going to do here? So, all right, well, you guys put it in the comments section. You know, we'll crunch all the numbers at the end of the track trip. You guys can look at the slips, and we'll see if we've accomplished anything besides just working. So, all right, well, I got some things to do, working on Trojan Horse, of course, and we've got other projects we're always working, so I got to get to work, and we'll see you guys later.